too much. Like, I'm thinking about it right now, it's just making me way too nostalgic. So I'm pumped. I'm pumped for November 11th, guys. I hope you are as well. And seems like we're going to get this one kicked off here. All the players just need to join the lobbies, and then we can get this game started. But
yeah, it looks like we finally have the last player who's in the lobby. First game is going to be King of the Hill on lockdown. But it's funny that you said, I remember my first time also, playing on Xbox Live. I had an 8-inch TV because I had to actually direct connect to my modem up in my father's room. So I had and like playing on. I remember it was a Burial Mounds one flag CTF game, and I remember the first time learning that players were in like Australia and New Zealand. I didn't know it was worldwide at the time. This is my first time jumping into online console gaming. So I hope many of you watching at home are sharing in those memories and also excited to create new ones with the Master Chief Collection. Also just getting text messages from old friends.
Yeah, man.
Who I used to play with. Actually, friends who introduced me to competitive Halo. It's a really exciting time, of course, to be a Halo fan. So we're excited you're joining us here, and we hope you're excited for the next 2 days of live streams as well as the release of the Master Chief Collection.
Yeah, Halo Fest is about the history of Halo and the franchise and how amazing and how it's affected everyone. Whether you're competitive, whether you're a Forge or a Griff baller, it doesn't matter. It's all about that love. And alternatively, it's also about the future too, which is really fun. And you guys will learn a lot more about that as days roll on. So with that being said, the matchup is ready. The players are loaded in. It's time. STK straight ripping. Let's get this one going, and we are going to be kicking things off with Ogre 2 because I gotta give it to the GOAT right away.
Yeah, right now Ogre 2 is going to lift up right away. We'll see if he can get off this break and break out of the blue setup. Looks like enemy team pushing him. They're going to push him back. He's going to try to get back up to the top of the map.
Yep, and taking a look here at Heinz is going to be coming off of the respawn now, and want to see what he's going to be doing as well, and where STK is going to be positioning themselves. It seems like they're actually racking up a good amount of points there, straight ripping, as they are currently 7-0. But again, we mentioned this time and time again, the A-Hill, you're not going to see players really gain that much time from it because of how crazy it is.
Yeah, right now a 7-0 quick little lead here as Heinz trying to break across the VR tower setup and manages to do so, but a player's going to drop on him, and they're going to sneak away with that kill. So we'll go ahead and see what's going on the straight ripping side of the map. If you want to switch over to T-Squared, who just lifted up. And right now, once again, both teams are just trying to feel each other out. The Hill's about to move over to top BR, and it looks like straight ripping is ready for that move.
Yeah, actually, Ryanoob's going to be hanging out, and he is going to get control of this, so it's going to be looking rather good for them, but he has to get away from the fusion core, as unfortunately the nade is actually going to be his undoing. Now, Straight Sick has the sniper rifle. I just got to go ahead and give some love to him. Yeah, I think he may have ran out of every bullet, though.
He did right now, but nice shots on Ogre 2, right? Cleaning up that kill, eliminating that major threat, and also getting some hill time. So nice job from them. Good start controlling the B hill, and we'll see if they can get what's left of these next 34 seconds.
I love the way Ryanoob is patrolling, that back ramp as well. Like, that is what you want to see out of a teammate. Now, player's going to be pushing up. It's going to be Royal 2, though, and Ryanoob just on the prowl, man. He's just a hunter, getting those hit markers there as he sent that nade over by Lift, and there's that player, actually, Royal 2, yet again, challenging, looking to get control, or looking to just disrupt them so that they don't maintain, the hill and, of course, get more time.
And look at Straight Sick. I love what I'm seeing from Straight Rippin' right there. Straight Sick looks like it might have been a lapse in communication as Ogre 2 was charging across top middle when it probably wasn't the best idea to do so. Now Straight Sick engaging finally once again. We'll see if he can clean up this kill, and Snakebite does so. Looks like might have got taken out there, though. So we'll go ahead and switch over to the STK side once again.
Yeah, I'm going to actually give some love to Royal 2 here because, Royal 2 is, like you mentioned before, is one of those younger players coming into this and has a lot to gain from, teaming with guys such as Heinz and Ogre 2, learning so much about, how to play this style of Halo. Of course, Royal 2, easy shots there, actually gets a grenade kill, finding one player. It's going to be Ryanoob. Ryanoob able to take him out, and he will get clean up himself right away as Snakebite has control of the hill.
Yeah, Snakebite doing well to fight off these angles. He does have help from Ogre 2, though, so they're not, right now they're fighting back in this match. As I said, don't worry about the score too much in the beginning of these King of the Hill matches. Now Royal 2, sniper in hand. If we want to switch over to him, we'll see if he can get his team back in this match. They're down by half the score of their opponent now, 42-19.
Yep, and Heinz actually ended up getting taken out, and Royal 2 had to react in time, and he was not able to, as Ryanoob will be there for the stop. Now Ryanoob, who has a sniper rifle, he's looking to do some damage, and they have the D-Hill.
I got to say, I'm surprised Royal 2 did not throw that sniper rifle off the edge. He had every opportunity to do so, but decides to let it fall into the hands of Ryan Noob, which is a shame because now they're up 55-19. They have sniper rifle in hand. Ryan Noob is doing things like that, and it's not looking good.
You know, I have to say though, I think Royal 2 did try. It's just
I don't know. I don't know if he did.
It looked like he was trying to jump out.
He could have tried a lot harder.
He could have tried a lot. How dare he? And Ryan Noob now, all that duck. Did you see that? That was really good. That player crouched there, knowing he was trying to line up that no scope. Ryan Noob though is going to get taken up by Royal 2, who gets that sniper rifle back again. And I bet he's glad he didn't throw it off the map there because now it's back in his hands.
That's true.
Look at you.
Everyone's just doing.
All comes full
they're
circle.
Just giving each other favors. You're right. What comes around goes around. Now 71-25, 11-11 left on the clock as Ryan Noob trying to push out and pin this player at top BR. Of course, you can't push across the map if a player has a power position like that on top BR. So Ryan Noob knows he actually has to go up and fight this player if he wants to put his team in a good position.
Yeah, his teammate actually pushed in and lost the.
He's trying to create grenades. We'll see if these actually hit. I'd be impressed, and they might actually connect, but they don't. So he pulls up here, trying to loft some grenades up BR3. His teammate's taken out, but he's able to take out over 2. Nice job, catches him reloading. Now 73-36. Straight Rippin still with a nice lead.
Yeah, I've been so impressed by Straight Rippin, man. I mean, Ryan Noob's been playing, incredible. Straight Sick, you got to talk about this guy. I mean, he has just been tearing it up. And, and we haven't even highlighted Roy yet, which is, I think, pretty insane when you think about it. Yeah, it's a crime that we haven't highlighted Roy. I am going to just switch over to him as he comes off the respawn, looking to support his teammate here over by the E-Hill. Pressure coming from the bottom, but Roy is going to get met with a bunch of nades as Royal 2 takes him out.
Yeah, right now you see 2 players on your screen, actually 3 players pushing in from the bottom of the hill. So it looks like that STK roster trying to push in. Now T-Square with the sword hanging out on the underglass ledge. Doesn't know he's there. Kills Ogre 2. See if he can turn to here in the same position.
Ooh.
Wisely decides to turn back. He might have gotten the lunge, but I like that play. They have quite a healthy lead. No reason to risk that and give up the sword.
No, actually, that STK player had dropped out a significant distance there. T-Squared that was very smart out of him. I don't think he should have risked it, and he pretty much did exactly as what any veteran would do in that situation. T-Square, though, going for the challenge up top, but that player was waiting for him at the top of the BR tower, actually using the height to his advantage. But now Snakebite for STK will be lingering back BR tower while his teammate is getting met with a lot of shots from Roy. Roy, smartly enough, backing up, but his teammate T-Square is going to be there for the cleanup, and now that control is going to go right back to Straight Rippin.
Yeah, that sword falls in the hands of T-Squared. We'll see what he's doing now at top BR. Hill is back at A once again. Only thing on his mind right now is locking down the exact area that he's in. Pulls out the sword, gets the lunge. A nice job, stays on the map. He wants to make sure he locks down this hill. Gets some hit markers again, cleans up that assist. A nice job. That's at least 2 dead. They're poised to get a lot of control off at B right now.
T-Squared is impressing me a lot. Good use of the sword. And on top of that, too, he's just been, making smart decisions, right?
There he goes. Might pull out the sword again. Let's see. Unfortunately, gets tapped by that nade, but his teammate is going to help clean up that kill. T-Squared gets taken out, but I got to say, I'm really impressed with T-Squared at this tournament, playing very disciplined and doing exactly what he needs to keep his team in each match.
Yep, that's right. Ryan Noob, knowing that pressure is going to be coming from behind, that's going to be the sword, as a matter of fact, from Snakebite, who will get control of the BR tower. Now cycling through the players here, and let's actually jump over to Hines on STK to see what is he doing. He has his battle rifle in hand, pushing forward toward the elbow. Teammate will be there for the stop, finding one at the bottom mid. That guy's actually going to drop away. I believe that was Ryan Noob.
Yep.
And Hines just continuing to apply as much pressure as he possibly can, making those call-outs to his teammates, but he ends up getting Ryan Noob in the end.
That's a great play right there, finishing what he started, engaging that player through underglass at bottom BR, and then challenging as he tried to use the open ramp sneaky jump. Excellent shots there again. I'm glad we switched over to Hines. Haven't been giving him enough love throughout this series. But right now, 7:54 left on the clock. If STK gets their stuff together, Alex, they can get right back in this.
Yeah, I mean, again, it's not possible, especially considering that right now they have C control. So they just need to make sure that they are pushing Straight Rippin as far back as they possibly could, and they're continuing to rack up time here. If they cross that 70-point mark, but no, as C will be open again. I was saying, if they were to cross the 70-point mark, that's a little bit more comfort there for them, and they're right there. They're inches away from being able to do that. Now Ogre 2, he's going to get control of that, and he will take his team past 70 points, and that means that they're just ever so close to being able to catch up in this one. With all the time here, if he gets all 15 seconds, they will be right back in this matchup.
Yeah, I love what Ogre 2 is doing there. Look at him controlling the C-Hill, playing every angle that he needed to, and locking down some time, and essentially 20 points, they're right back in this match.
Yeah, I mean, that's 20 seconds, it's easy to hold if you have teammates
it's
who
a
are watching your back.
three-player straight rip and rush across top middle. We'll see if this pays off for them right now as Ryan Noob gets caught top middle. But they were all pushing down to the D hill. We'll see a Royal 2 finally gets taken out. So straight rip and momentary control pushes it on T-squared. He's taken out. Looks like STK is right back in this match. Snakebite with the sniper rifle desperately trying to stay alive now, but they're right back in this. They've got control of D, and that was 3 members down for straight as they're pushing in right now into snipe 1.
Yeah, and a lot of pressure coming from elbow. Straight 6 actually going to have to drop back. He's going to get D-scope there, finding another player, pushing it through the mid, and that's going to be the sword right in front of him. He took that sword to a gunfight as we jump over to Ryan Noob, who has the sniper rifle and the sword combo, finding a player as well, and he was not going to be able to capitalize on that one. He had the sword, but he couldn't take it out in time, and now that means it's going to go right back over to Straight 6, who has the sniper and the sword.
Yeah, right now leaving the sword out, going to see if he can hit this melee. It seems like if you do have that sniper sword, for good reason, you are the target on the map for all 4 players on the enemy team. Now, 123 to 100, straight ripping in all midst of all that chaos, pulling away just a little bit more as they now have regained their 23-point lead.
Woo, and a headshot there from Straight 6 as he was able to take out Hines. Another player probably pushing up. Straight 6 playing smart, and he's going to find another to the right there, and that will be Royal 2.
That's right. That's a veteran angle. Remembering to push and check from that snipe 1 to bottom sword. You know, if you're on the side of STK, you have to know that Straight 6 knows you can see that sight line, and that's going to cost them now up by 30 seconds.
Look at the amount of nades that they were just flinging in there. Ogre 2 off the elbow. He's going to have those shields popped and cleaned up by T-squared, which means that the sword's coming out again. It's going to give him the tiger uppercut there. Amazing plays here out of Straight Rippin'. They have control of this one, but STK fighting back as best they can.
Yeah, I don't understand. You know, we had 2 killed players down for STK. Somehow Royal 2 is still in this hill despite the fact that Straight Rippin', it seems like they're killing everything. Royal 2 is still under glass holding this hill if you want to switch over to him.
Yeah, Royal 2 actually, I think the sword pushed him and somehow he stayed up. Like, it's absurd. But Royal 2, I mean, this STK lineup, they're learning so much. They're playing together real well. And look at this, no backup. And Straight 6 going to lose the sniper rifle. That's not the first time he's lost a sniper as well. But there's really nothing more that he could do there because they couldn't keep track of who was left alive. And that player ended up just coming up right behind him. So Royal 2 off the respawn here, looking to put some support down and just throwing hit markers as much as he, throwing shots down and getting hit markers as much as he can.
Yeah, he knew he had to back down right there. They're down by just around 30 seconds. Not wise to start forfeiting deaths. You want to make sure you maintain not only map control, but also a good team composition as you push across the map. Remember, they want to stay here because the hill right now at A, ooh, a little treat on the ground. I'll take that sword, he says. Okay. And he's going to hold and patrol this area. That's going to be a big asset for them as they try to hold this B hill.
Yeah, and they know that this is coming up in 8 seconds. You can clearly see it on the screen there. So any garbage time that they can get in A is going to be, you know, well wanted. But of course, bear in mind though, with that being said,
looks like a teammate was trying to get back and unfortunately shot him as he was trying to run back and saying, hey, let me help, but unfortunately.
And a smart player from Royal 2 as well. He decided not to push up and get B. He's going to let his teammate do that because he has a sword. His job, watch the back and just continue to play that player who pushes up. That's going to be a very smart play out of Royal 2. Love what I'm seeing there. And they're just going to continue to rack up points. This is it. STK coming back into the game with this hill.
Yeah, just like you said, Golden Boy. He needs to just stay here, patrol this area, take out the sword when necessary. And now 136 to 121. Anyone's game, just under 3:30 left.
And, you know, Royal 2 actually in a bit of a conundrum here, thinking, should I go after this? Should I actually continue to play, you know, back? But his teammate said, no, you stay there. You keep doing what you need to do. We'll worry about getting time on the hill. And that's exactly what happened. Royal 2 pushing out through the middle. Very smart play.
And now is the exodus. Everyone wants to get over to C. They need to get away from the battle rifle tower.
Oh, God.
Might pick up 2 right here. Also, oh, no, misses the first launch. We'll see if he can turn around. Picks up 2. I'm going to try to hit 3, but T-squared finally takes him out. Royal 2 gets taken down. T-squared might have the sniper and the sword in his hand, and he walks over it. We'll see.
Yeah, he should actually get that, but he's going to get taken out by a shotgun, I think, from behind, I believe.
Yeah, that's right. He got taken out from behind. That was Hines. If we want to switch over, go ahead and see what Hines is up to now. 142 to 136. STK has taken the lead, 146 to 136.
STK taking the lead for I think the first time in this game here, Bravo. I mean, I can't believe Straight Rippin' have given up control, but you got to give credit where credit is due because STK has just been on the money, and it's been in due part, I would say, to
no, I was worried worried that Hines would jump up on that ledge. You can bet that he was worried that he might lunge off the map, and he did. So unfortunately, they will lose sword control, but they still have the lead in the match if we want to switch over to someone else on the other side.
Yeah, well, let's see here. Who do we have? We can go to Ryanoob and see. Oh, nope, never mind.
He gets taken out. So actually 3 players down. Now T-Squared spawning in the library if we want to show what he's going to do off of this spawn. Right now, he needs to let his team know that this is do or die, right? We cannot let the enemy team get all this D hill. That hill is very segmented off, right? It's all the way on the bottom of the map. If you don't get over there right now, you put yourself in a very dangerous position to potentially lose this game, and STK is already set up.
Double kill for T-Squared, as a matter of fact, as they're pushing right through the mid, and it seems like T-Squared is just going to continue to provide support over here right by the BR tower.
That's right, and you know, STK now actually loses that setup, but T-Squared, a nice job there to maintain that control. Looks like some players pushing in low. Now on the STK side, Ogre 2 still in library. Snakebite pushing in from the elbow. Royal 2 has help. If you want to switch over to see what's going on over there now with Royal 2 trying to push in. Looks like he's not going to be able to do anything to push in. And it looks like now 159 to 157. We're going to have a tie game as Straight Rippin once again is going to gain the lead.
Yeah, and Hines is going to push up. He can't do anything about that as well. And Ogre 2 and company. T-Squared staying alive up top. It's going to be Snakebite who manages to clear that up. Snakebite gets cleared, and that will mean that Straight Sick continues to hold down this hill, and it's going to be an lead extending past 10, and E is going to come up, but STK ready for this one as one of the players actually dropped down. Very smart play out of Straight Sick to actually charge that player because he knew he could be a nuisance if he chucked some more grenades up there. Straight Sick, though, couldn't stay alive. Now it's going to be Ryanoob with the sniper rifle guarding A. Actually, that sword, it was going to be inside of there. Roy pushing up, and this is huge for Straight Rippin to be able to get these points.
Yeah, it is. He picks up 2 kills right there. I see 3 dead. 3 dead on the STK side. Royal 2's the only player alive. We'll see if Ryanoob and him run into each other, and it looks like that player is cleaned up as well. So right now, Straight can get a little bit more time. They're only up by 11.
Yeah, 30 seconds remaining. It is still very doable here for either team, but I think it's safe to say Straight Rippin will be able to take this series or take this matchup 173 to 164. Time is building up. They actually can't come back.
They can right now. Yeah, he has to push right now. He has to push in. We'll see. He hits that body shot. Roy might be able to finish.
Roy's our boy.
Now Roy pushes in to get that double right now, and that's 174. Woo. Straight Rippin takes game 1. Lockout. Taking the hill.
Wow. What a matchup there. A clutch play out of Roy to come out through the flank and take out one player. And, of course, you can't forget about Ryanoob, who had that sniper rifle.
I mean, he had